Russian teachers don't really know how to speak English properly. Russian teachers are good.
Russians are really
They are
effective.
yeah, they are brilliant. You will learn. Hi guys. First of all, you have to look at the next shot. That's very hard, I know. Yesterday, I have a lovely guest with me. Anyways, we're just testing. Okay. Yeah. Hi, my name is Joyce Busola. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi. So guys, actually you guys, I mentioned that we're going to have like a back to school series on my channel, and gracefully my cousin showed up in Moscow and I'm like, yeah, perfect way to actually start this series. So guys, let me introduce you to my cousin. Introduce yourself.
Hi. Okay, so my name is Dolapo. I'm Dolapo. Everybody calls me Dolapo.
Dolly. You can call it. I think you can call
yeah,
it. You can call her Dolly.
People call me Dolly too. And I'm studying here in Russia. I'm about to start my 5th year in medical school.
Yeah. Okay guys, here you have it. So we have Dolapo here today. Dolapo is a 5th year medical student and Dolapo is studying in Russian medium. So that is one of the reasons why she's actually here today. We need to have this discussion. I studied in English and Russian medium. If you guys have watched my previous Q&A video, I addressed this. But then I promised you guys that I'm actually going to do this like fully. And that's why I have Dolapo here today. So we are going to be going through a series of questions that will help us have this conversation about schooling in Russian versus schooling in English medium. Which one is better? Based on our personal experiences, how do we think about it and all that. So if that sounds like something you want to hear more about, definitely sit down, grab a popcorn, maybe grab a drink, and let's have this chat together. All right. Okay. So guys, we're going to start with addressing why we actually came to study in Russia. So Dolapo, why did you come and study medicine in Russia?
It's a very important question. Honestly, I feel like it's going to be the same answer for everybody. The first thing for me was, finance. Trying to get quality and also manage funds. I mean, most Nigerians have large families. When you have 4 kids, it's not exactly easy to spend like 25,000 per year on education, minus accommodation and books and all that. So I was just looking for, something much cheaper, but, not in Nigeria, because I was at that point tired of Nigeria, and, just so I could get quality for my money. Or for my parents' money. Not my money.
I love that disclaimer.
Not my money. My parents' money.
Yeah. So guys, okay, for me, why did I come and study medicine in Russia? To be honest, I think I've told you story before. I'm not sure, but I feel like my parents just made the decision for me. So that's why I actually came to study medicine. Yeah, I think our parents actually just made decisions for us when it comes to like studying medicine, and Russia was like the way. Also, actually, we had like a lot of people back here that were studying and some that had finished, and they were doing very well like outside, Russia as graduates.
Doctors.
Yeah, and like as consultants and all that, and they just felt like, okay, coming to Russia, was like a good fit. All right, so therefore, let's talk about studying in Russian medium. So like I also studied in Russian medium, right? Like when I first came so I had the opportunity to like move to English medium after like my first year, basically after 2 years here, and I took it alongside some of my other classmates or classmates that we were studying together at the time. But then Dolapo also had that choice, but she didn't take it. So Dolapo, can you tell us why you chose to study in Russian medium?
I feel like the first thing is
why not?
why not? And I'm a lover of war. Like I have this thing where I intentionally choose the difficult part out.
Guys,
I don't know what I'm trying to prove.
I chickened out.
I don't know what I'm always trying to prove, but I just have this thing where I'm like, and the funny thing is, for the fact that like whenever I choose like the difficult way, I always make sure I make up my mind before. So for some reason, at least I'm still alive. Like I always scale through, I always scale through, and also I just felt like I already started, and this year wasn't like that bad. Like I wasn't so lost. Like it wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not just continue. Fire and like just continue? Yeah. So I guess that's why I didn't change.
We're very proud of Dolapo, you guys. I'm very proud of her for actually like being the brave one. Like I said, I pretty much chickened out of the race like so early. Even though now that I'm back, I'm doing my residency now. I'm back. I don't know why did I run away in the very first place?
Because you're back to it.
You get? I'm back to it. I'm back to like learning in Russian. And when I think about it right now, I agree with her. And I also have some other things to say about it. So for someone that studied in English medium, I would say that I think at the end of the day, you are coming to school in Russia, and I think you pretty much don't have any business coming to school in Russia without wanting to learn or school in Russian language. You get
like you can't even live comfortably
for real.
if you don't
Do
speak
you understand?
Russian. How are you supposed to find your way around? How do you buy stuff? Sometimes you go to buy meat and you need to price.
Do you get in the market?
Like how are you going to price meat?
Yeah.
So and then I think another reason why I didn't even change was because I heard like Russians, like the Russian teachers speak English, and it was so terrible. Like I would have like serious like hard times, and like I would literally struggle to understand what they're trying to say. So I'm like, if you can't speak English, like how are you supposed to teach me something as technical as medicine, something that's so technical in English? And then I found out that that's how it was in like so many Russian universities, that I mean the teachers couldn't speak English properly.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what, no, I rather struggle and understand them than in their language than in English.
So guys, actually this is like one truth that I think many of us were not aware of before going to study in English medium. And I'm saying this for most especially for people that are coming to school now, and you guys have to make a decision, Russian or English medium. Many of you have actually asked me like, which one do I prefer? But then I think once we are done with this conversation, you guys can actually make that decision. But yeah, back to what the Dolapo was saying about Russian teachers not being able to speak English properly. You guys, that's the truth. I'm saying this plain right now, that's actually the truth. They can't speak English properly. Not all of them. I had a lot of teachers, not a lot, but a couple of teachers, especially in my clinical days. I had a couple of teachers that could speak properly, like proper polished. Yeah,
those ones were probably sourced for.
Or maybe they traveled a lot and stuff. Yeah, so I had teachers that could teach properly, but then when you think about it, majority of the other teachers couldn't really speak properly. So what would happen is obviously they are teaching you what they need to teach you, but they are not teaching you. I don't know how to explain. Giving you the information that you ought to know or that you need to know, but
when you ask them questions, they can't answer you.
They even can answer, but it can't be like in their own language.
They won't be able to explain.
You guys don't get us wrong. Russian teachers are good.
Russians are really
they are very
effective.
They are brilliant. You will learn if you're learning in Russian language. You would learn. In English medium, it's not like you will not learn, but I will be very honest with you. Half the time, I think you are doing the job.
Watch it down,
You are doing the job of learning by yourself.
Like what you're saying about doing most of the job yourself, it's kind of like the same in Russian medium.
Yeah, I was going to
because I think it's another thing we should talk about. Like we need to warn them. We need to warn you. But then, if you're coming to medical school,
I think it's medical school. Yeah, I think it's medical school generally.
I mean, because I've heard about other like universities and like abroad like that.
Yeah,
you need to read. Their system is so messed up.
Trust me.
Your first day of school, you're writing tests.
Bridget, I've
culture shock.
I've said this before. Like you write tests. I've said it. I think I did a video about the educational system in Russia. I'll link it here.
Messed up. It's like I'm like it's my first day. Like at least let me like remove my jacket and sit down. No, sister, no. As you're coming in, they will tell you to the stand check, like bring out a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Put your phone and other books in, and then they're asking you questions based on today's topic.
Exactly.
It's the same in English, yeah?
It's the same thing in English. It's the same thing. But then some other teachers would have informed you before, like maybe another thing I want to say.
I don't inform you.
I don't know if I
just know.
I don't know if I should say this now, like when we talk about like how to like tips for schooling, because like some other teachers, at the beginning of some courses, you can ask your seniors how is the teacher like.
Went,
so they already tell you like, oh, okay, this is the topic you should read like before classes and all. But the truth is, Russian teachers expect you to know Like,
And then you just come and ask other questions that you don't understand.
you guys, yeah. So like
Yeah.
that is like the reality of Russian English medium.
Studying in Russia.
Yeah, basically studying in Russia.
Be ready for war.
Yeah, you really need to learn to study. Yeah. So guys, there's something else that I wanted to mention. I forgot before I started talking. So Dolako actually has a degree already. You are
Yeah.
anatomist or biochemistry? Which one?
Anatomy.
Yeah.
BSc.
Yeah.
Boss.
Yeah, you guys. Dolako already had a BSc in anatomy before she came to school. So Dolako, tell us how. Well, what was the impact of your BSc on studying medicine now?
If I'm being honest, yeah, my BSc helped me so well. I mean, it's not like I remember every single thing I studied in my BSc. It's not like I remember every single thing I studied last semester in medical school. But the fact that you're already coming with an idea of what you're about to study. For example, your preclinicals was basically kind of like the same thing I did in my BSc anatomy. Yeah. Did I survive when I was in my BSc anatomy? Yes, because and then I think I survived obviously because I was studying in English. But so many people had a difficult time. But when I was in medical school here, like when like right now, yeah, because I'm still studying, like my BSc seriously helped me. I think it's also part of the thing that just like boosted my confidence. Because every single time I was about to give up, I just kept saying, "Oh, you've already done this thing before now. Just interpret it." You know, and then at a point, even if it was like something new, because obviously they're like different courses and it would never be one and like the same syllabus or the same program. So it was like, oh, just interpret and add flesh. You know, like just like interpret from English to Russian, like your previous knowledge, and then add some flesh to it. So yes, I won't even lie and try to deceive those that are coming from SS3 directly that it was easy.
Yeah.
Except if you maybe like if you're the kind of person that you know that has already started like researching on like medical terminology and all of that. So yeah, my BSc anatomy was really useful. Like it up till now, like it's a really key survival tool for me because it's different when you're coming in with like even if you're coming in with 10% of the knowledge than when you're coming in with like 0%. There's always a difference. I mean, I feel like I came in with like 50%. The other 50% was just like interpreting. But again, it could also be personal because so many people I studied with that also have a BSc. It's not exactly easy for them. I mean, in my university, in other universities like all over Russia, like people with BScs have given up. So maybe, I mean, it could be that my BSc helped me personally and it didn't help them. It could also be that I was just like personally determined. So at the end of the day, I feel you need to know yourself. You need to like what's it called? You need to know yourself, like you need to be predetermined and map out exactly what it is that you want. Like know exactly what you want and how you want to achieve it. And yeah, you also need like a survival or like a coping mechanism when you're giving up.
So now we're going to be talking about like difficulties of like schooling in Russian and English medium. Let me start. So like in schooling in English medium, when I think about it, we mentioned this already that Russian teachers don't really know how to speak English properly. Guys, like let's just say, I'm sorry daddies and mommies that probably watch this video. I am wondering what's going on with your children back here. But yeah, they don't speak English properly, and I don't blame them. Honestly, I can't even blame them because
I don't speak Russian properly.
Do you understand? Like, why we're expecting too much from them, right? But then Russian teachers are good. They are very smart. They are the best professors, to be honest. Like when it comes to studying medicine, when you do your research, Russia is very good for studying medicine. However, Russian teachers don't speak English properly, and that can be a difficulty. Especially for someone that wants to experience medicine. Do you get? I would say
like
that
serious students that want to know what they're studying.
Like they don't really speak properly, so you have to do a lot of personal work. But then I mean, I've spoken to students in the US and the UK. I think it's still the same thing. They also have like personal work to do, but I think the personal work you have to do as someone studying in English medium is more than someone schooling like in other countries where they actually speak English. So yeah, that's actually just a major difficulty, the fact that Russian teachers don't speak English properly. However, I I don't think it's an issue that cannot be dealt with. I mean, you just have to do the personal work to like do the extra learning.
Because I think from what I've learned so far, it also affects like the quality of education,
Yeah,
which is
true.
what she's also said, that you're gonna have to
Do
do a lot of work yourself, personally. You're gonna have to like read up and read up and read up again.
So what other difficulty would I say? Living in Russia can get difficult and uncomfortable if you can't speak the language. I know this doesn't exactly relate with studying, but if you are schooling in Russian medium, Jonapa will talk more about that. If you are schooling in a Russian medium, you get to speak more of the language, you get to learn the language better, and at the same time, you get to live better, you know. So for many students that are schooling English medium, many of them don't end up getting real opportunities here in Russia because of that barrier. Except you're a student that takes it upon yourself. You're schooling in English, but you take it upon yourself to learn the Russian language and relate with Russians. I know a couple of people that they learned in English medium, but like in Ruski, they are very good as well. You get, they are very good, but then like for, I don't know, English medium has a way of making you learning you like lazy.
Comfortable.
Do you understand? Yeah. But like if you really want to fight for things here, you need the language. Like if you really
If
want
you
to,
want opportunities,
Yeah.
exposure, if you want to like live like
yeah,
to the fullest, not just going to school and coming back. If you want to,
Yes.
like move around, like fully experience Russia,
Yeah.
experience like enjoy your student life.
yeah, you need the language. You
you
actually
need
need the language. What other difficulty?
Practicals.
Oh,
You guys,
yeah.
your clinicals and such.
Yes, you guys, I'll be very honest with you. You don't have as much practicals. That's the truth compared to Russian students or those